Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's a young lady who you've been hearing her name for quite some time, and she has a brand new book out right now called Blend,
Yes.
The Secret to Co-Parenting and Creating a Balanced Family. Make some noise one time for Mashonda.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Man, so from artist to author,
Yes.
they're in the same pocket because they both begin with A. But requires a different level of work, and you have to live through these things in order to be able to write a book.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess music too, but even more so. These
I think
people
more
read
so
every
a
word.
book. Yes. Yeah.
What made you put it together?
Ooh, I pretty much wrote the book that I needed when I was going through everything. So, in the early stages of my separation, I went to many bookstores. I tried to just research what I was really going through, and I couldn't find anything that covered the topic properly anyway. So I started to journal a lot, and then I decided to just turn it into a book, and here it is.
And you know what, Mashonda, we need that book, Blend. I saw you earlier, and it was really touching, and I just love the way you conduct the interview, the way you just carry yourself.
Thank
I mean,
you.
just so elegantly.
Thank you.
Which, I mean, I'm sure back in the day, honey, you could have been a real bitch and could have said, honey, did some crazy scandal stuff, but you just did it just so classy.
Yeah.
And I liked it, and I was watching it. But Blend, I mean, tell us about Blend. I know you were saying that, you didn't have anything when you were going through something when you needed it. And we were kind of talking like this about something similar to this on Dish Nation the other day about blend, because there's a lot of blended families. And, and when we say blend, that means you got step that comes
Yes.
in, step mama, step daddy,
Yes.
step brother, and all this stuff. Talk about that, because I know we don't like that word step.
Right. So Blendon takes the whole co-parenting thing to a higher, more healthy level, because I feel like when you're co-parenting, it's pretty much just the basics. You drop off, you pick up, you talk about school, that's it. But when you really focus and consciously want to blend a family, you are now doing things like having dinners together, you're traveling together, you're operating from a place of love, and you're doing this with your child's best interest in mind. And also yours, because I feel like as adults, we also need peace in our lives. We want to let go of the hurt, the pain, and really just focus on that village, because we are a village at the end of the day. We are raising children together. We have to communicate. We have to see one another. So why not make the experience as beautiful as possible?
Yeah, because most of us come from a blended family or have blended family. Because I have a blended family.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And we were talking about it, and I was just telling my coworkers the other day that my half brothers and sisters, they called my mama.
Yes.
Because that's what it had to be back then anyway. Because there was no such thing as a step where they called
Exactly.
mom. And I like that.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any separation,
Yeah.
I feel like that just creates so much friction between the children, and then they carry that out into adulthood. So the whole idea of blending is to really create that unity. And I don't want people to think that, blending is easy. It's not. It takes a lot of self-work, a lot of healing, a lot of letting go to really get to a point where you can accept your new reality.
And it seems like it took you quite some time
Took
to
me a
get
long
to this
time.
namaste place you're at right now.
Absolutely.
Because your situation came up a lot in our
Yes.
celebrity entertainment news and
Yeah.
different reports. And when you have high profile people involved in something as tumultuous as a split up,
Yeah.
people choose sides.
Yeah.
And sometimes the person who is the least famous out of the situation, they take a brunt of the hits.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But this was one of those rare situations where I seen people turn on the person who was probably most known. I personally feel that Alicia Keys' career has taken a hit in that situation that she still hasn't quite recovered from, because she was making music for women who were in your situation.
Right.
Then, to the untrained eye or whatever, you could tell the story further, became the woman who created a situation for the people that they were creating.
And you don't have to say nothing, Mashonda, but we already talked about that just the other day. Looked like, we were talking about the blended family and stuff.
Right.
And it was said that,
Well, I will say that, we did come from a place of mass confusion, and it's unfortunate that it was played out in the public eye. But present day, I commend Alicia for being spectacular as a bonus mother. She's so present in our son's life. And, you know, we all wish that we could have handled things differently back then, but we were so young.
Yeah.
I mean, we were super young. We didn't know ourselves. We didn't really know how to protect one another's feelings. And, but we've all had so many conversations together. We've healed together. And that truly is the process of getting to a place where you can blend.
And, you know, and I know somewhere y'all take trips together. Y'all just come from
Yes.
Bali or somewhere out of the country. Somewhere, where I saw pictures.
We went to Egypt as a
Egypt.
family,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was our first time doing something like that after 8 years of really trying to figure it out. So I don't want people to think, oh, they're blending. They think that, you know.
Ain't that blended?
Yeah, but it doesn't happen overnight.
No.
It's not easy. We had to really create new relationships and like each other and then love each other and then love our new family.
So who extended the olive branch first, far as like, you know what, my energy ain't gonna be what it was addressing the situation prior?
Yeah.
Who was the person?
It was me. I definitely made first contact. And I feel like I was inspired to do so because I knew that there was hope for us. I came from a blended family. I've witnessed women coming together my entire life and just figuring it out for the kids, you know, letting go of all the ill feelings. And I really wanted that for us. So I reached out to Swizz first because he is the father of my child, and we had to figure out our dynamic first. And once we healed and we were able to more better communicate, then the second step was creating that relationship with Alicia.
So tell me this, Mashonda. So like y'all all in Egypt, honey, and everybody there the blended. So does Swizz ever like try to come knock on your door and
Oh my
and,
God,
and no reminiscing or none of that?
no.
You don't look at him and like, well, you know, I miss you.
No. Well, see, ultimately you can't blend if you still have those feelings for
Yeah.
somebody. You know, you've got it. There's no romantic attachment, no thoughts or anything like that. No.
So are you dating again?
Yes, I've been dating off and on for a couple years. My focus has been work and being a mother and healing. I don't believe in carrying old stuff into new relationships. So I've been working on Mashonda. But yeah, I've met some great men in my life and gone on some spectacular dates. Nothing that I'm ready to, you know, make anything more than what it is or was. But that takes time, and I mean, men will always be there, so I'm in no rush whatsoever.
So you just have that one child?
Yes, and he's going to be 12 in December.
Really?
Man, time goes by fast.
I know. He was just born. It's crazy.
Exactly.
So as you get back out there, right, do you see yourself more so going with somebody who's in the business, or would you rather go, you know, regular Joe? Because you kind of, you know, you've been around the block with the celebrity thing before.
I definitely would prefer to not date within the industry, especially I don't think I would ever date within the music industry ever again. Entertainment, I guess it would depend on which one, you know, but I try to just let things flow organically. I don't want to cross anything out, you know.
Got you.
So
It's interesting.
yeah.
Because it seems like once, you know, it's like a drug. Fame's a drug, and sometimes
I don't like fame though. Like I absolutely try to avoid.
You know, the question
any
was
of
asked,
it.
would you rather be rich or famous?
Well,
And I say rich because, hell, you could go where all the famous people
I
go to be
definitely
rich.
don't want to be famous. So I would take, you know, being able to live life the way I
Exactly.
would like to financially over that. Yeah.
Before-
And like live on a secluded island where I don't have to deal with nobody. you
Oh
know?
man, that'd probably be fun.
So
for
fame
about a
has
week.
nothing to do with seclusion,
Yeah.
you know?
You would go crazy. Like just imagine being on an island secluded with nobody to enjoy
Well,
it
not
with.
with nobody. But when I say nobody, I mean like all the
famous people.
flash and, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what amount of money could get you back in the studio and hitting this R&B thing? Because I don't think people
Yeah.
got a chance to really see your full potential
They didn't.
in the booth.
And I
like,
feel that way too, but I am going to be back in the studio soon.
okay.
Hoping to release some stuff very soon. Definitely 2019. And it's going to be dope.
But you seem so mellow.
I'm
So
mellow. I'm chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done everything already. So it's like, I feel like I've really had a very full life. Like I started out in the music industry when I was 18 professionally. So I've seen everything behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, I've traveled. Like, I did everything. So now I just really live in the present moment. I'm more so interested in empowering and, you know, really helping other people see who they are, their highest potential. And I really enjoy children, you know, so this book is not only about the adults, but it's also about children and being an advocate for their mental health as well.
And the mental health aspect is important. Like,
It's
did you
very
undergo
important.
any therapy,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
when you was hitting your low point?
Definitely. Lots of therapy. I've spoken to many doctors. You know, you have to.
Oh, yeah.
You have
definitely do.
to.
I see my psychiatrist on a regular basis.
That's awesome, because I feel like people in our culture, they look down on it.
Oh,
They
you
think that-
crazy. You something wrong
yeah,
with you.
they
That's
think
not
you've got to
so.
be crazy or something to go see a doctor or a therapist, but it's really necessary.
It's definitely necessary.
Yeah.
I take my lithium, honey.
Keeps you mellow. You can tell when tell when it
Right.
kicks in.
Yeah, that's
So for those who want to pick up the book, where do they go?
Oh, you can go anywhere. The book's at Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's at Barnes and Noble. It's at all major bookstores, and it's an amazing book. I've got some great people in here. Misa Hilton's in here,
Okay.
and she talks a lot about her relationship with Kim Porter and how they mothered, and it's such a beautiful story. Misa was actually one of my mentors when I started trying to figure out how to blend. Sheree Fletcher, who's also Will Smith's
ex-wife.
first son's mother as well, an ex-wife. Malik Yoba, who has an amazing blended family. So I called in all of the successful blenders, and I've got also a lot of doctors in here. So
Man,
it's
you could
packed.
do like a traveling symposium.
Absolutely.
Like Michelle Obama
It's the
doing.
Bible of blending and
Yeah.
co-parenting. So
Yeah, like and you could do like a podcast called the Blend Tape. You know, 'cause, like,
listen,
there
we're
are
working on
people-
some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause there are people who like can really benefit from the information from the standpoint of like it's so new to so many people, and like all relationships don't necessarily always work out. And
Yeah.
even from a step parent standpoint, you have to be able to look at that child without malice, without
Absolutely.
any pent up feelings. So there I go.
Yeah. Do you have children?
I do, and and even my brothers and sisters are blended. And even with my current situation, I came in with my child that I had custody of. So it took some growing pains,
Absolutely.
for that to work.
So you understand the dynamic and how important it is for the adults to try to figure out a way to get along
Yeah.
for the children involved. Yeah.
Well, we're here rocking with you, Mashonda.
Thank you.
If people want to follow you online, where do they go?
You can go to Mashonda Tifrere. That's on Instagram and Facebook.
You're gonna have to tell people how to spell that.
Okay,
last
it's
name.
Mashonda, and the last name is Tifrere.
Yo, when you throw that last name on it, it sounds like you're an esteemed author who has a New York Times bestseller. out.
Right?
Like, put that into the
Yes,
universe.
Manifest.
Now, you have an amazing voice. Before you leave, I've never
Okay.
asked anybody to do this. Have you heard of ASMR?
No.
Oh, it's like when people who have very amazing voices do basic things,
Oh.
like open a peppermint and then
Oh,
just eat it on
okay.
the air. So we're gonna make it
my
really,
God.
really quiet in here, and you're gonna be our first ever Rickey Smiley Morning Show ASMR.
So,
So you're gonna open it, and then you're gonna explain what it
Right.
is, and then you're gonna just just put it in your mouth.
all right. So I'm opening up a peppermint right now, and it's a lifesaver peppermint. So I have to remove the plastic, and I guess I'm going to eat it because you guys want a full experience, right? Okay. Tasty.
I'm trying to make love to the candy.
Not bad at all. Yo, it's like the latest fad. Like everybody's online with these
What is it called?
ASMR. They're like countless hours on YouTube where
What?
people are like, I'm eating a lollipop.
That is
Hey,
interesting.
This is me eating yogurt. And it's like deathly quiet in there. And it's just like,
I guess
and
it's
people
good for the
listen to this.
sensory, right?
It helps people go to sleep too.
Right. Oh, that I can see. I know I
Chills
have a
them
put
out.
you to sleep voice.
No, I'm like intrigued. Like when you talk, I'm like, tell me more.
I know. I see you all in my eyes, like you're trying to get into my soul.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'll let you live for a little bit.
Where's this island? Anyway, so Mashonda's hanging out with us, man. Be sure you go pick up the book, Blended, The Secret to Co-Parenting and Creating a Balanced Family. Yo, much love to you.
Thank you so
Mashonda
much.
Tifrere.
Thank you.
Tifrere.
Tifrere.
Mashonda Tifrere, much love to you,
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.